Two girls wanted to get a tan, but before that, one of the girls put ice water on the transformer. Water droplets formed on the surface of the cup. The water droplets caused a short circuit in the transformer, which caused the temperature inside the tanning booth to rise. The girls were unaware of this when they realized something was wrong and tried to leave. A strange wind blew over the clothes rack. Then the clothes rack knocked down a board, which then got stuck in the tanning booth. As the temperature continued to rise, the two tanning booths instantly turned into ovens, and they were ultimately roasted to death. This all seemed like a coincidence, but in fact, there had already been a hint in the girl's camera. She had captured a flash of fire on the girls' faces, which foreshadowed their deaths. This foreshadowing had occurred more than once. When Wendy took the first photo, she had already noticed something was off. The sign on the bungee jump clearly read high dive, but the V in the photo mysteriously went out, transforming the slogan into high die. At the same time, the demon sculpture emitted an eerie laugh, but before she could figure it out, her friend interrupted her thoughts. She was then led to the entrance of the roller coaster, but as soon as she entered, she noticed that the overhead facilities were old and loose. But to avoid ruining her friend's mood, she forced herself to join the queue. Her classmate noticed her anxiety and began to comfort her, saying that the accident rate was very low. But what they didn't know was that an accident was about to happen to them. Soon they boarded the roller coaster, but just as the safety bar was lowering, Jack's side malfunctioned. Then, the staff simply pressed a button, and the hydraulic pipe at the bottom burst. Meanwhile, Wendy's unease continued to grow. Her friend felt a piece of chewing gum, but they didn't think much of it. As the staff pressed the switch, the roller coaster carried everyone onto the tracks. They had no idea that death was imminent, and they all let out excited screams. As the roller coaster climbed the steep slope, it began to plunge downward, accelerating rapidly. The hydraulic pipe leak worsened, but only Wendy sensed something was wrong. However, it was already too late. As the roller coaster reached the highest point, the hydraulic pipe was forced to disconnect, rendering the hydraulic system completely inoperable. The roller coaster's wheels flew off, and everyone fell to the ground. Suddenly, Wendy woke up from her nightmare. It turned out that it had all been her imagination, but her surroundings were so familiar. She immediately grabbed Kevin's hand, only to find a piece of gum there. She realized that it wasn't all a figment of her imagination. Wendy's screams attracted the attention of the manager. To avoid delaying operations, he instructed the staff to open the rear seats. At this point, the students in the front row wanted to get off, but the administrator ordered them not to. The people in the back row were taken away by security, while the passengers in the front row were unaware that they were about to be claimed by death. The staff pressed the button. Seeing this, Wendy desperately tried to stop them, but no one believed her. She was once again escorted out by security. However, shortly after they left, screams echoed from behind. Looking up, they realized the roller coaster had truly crashed.